Hi, I'm Tinny from minibulldesign, and I'm out here on the back deck again today playing around with the stoves. I've pretty well perfected the one with the reserve, and I like the way it works. I like it real well. It works really smooth and it's frugal. Now I watched Robbie, Smoke Eater 908's video where he took a, it basically was an atomic or the newer penny stove, the old penny stove, the original one that I'm used to whenever I think of penny stove was the original one. It was made out of a Heineken can. It was a little different rig, but now they're made like the atomic. But anyway, I took an atomic. He used one to bake a muffin, so I thought I would take one and goof around with it and see how long it would burn on an ounce of fuel. I've never really timed it for 1 ounce. So this is comical. First thing I did was I put 1 ounce alcohol in it that's been out here all night, and to give you an idea how cold it is, that's ice. So it's way below 32 degrees. So wasn't this alcohol. And I've got a piece of porcelain lid here with shoulders on it that I burn everything in case anything goes wrong. It'll keep it right in here in case I walk away, so I'll burn the house down. And this is cold. This is below 32 degrees. So I put 1 ounce alcohol in this, liberally primed it, and lit it. There's a light breeze going on out here. And I put the windscreen around it and the pot stand, and it didn't light. I burned out the prime, didn't light. So I reprimed it, did it again, and it lit. Put the pot stand around it, put the windscreen around it, put the pot on, and it went out. Oh, I primed it, lit it again, and a little light breeze, it went out. So just regular heat alcohol at 30 degrees is, I'm sure I could have got it going. If I put something underneath it that wasn't so cold, I probably could have got it going. But it's kind of a problematic thing to get these soda can stove to work in cold weather. That's the reason I use the wick stove out here most of the time, because it's usually cold out here. And the wick stove will burn anywhere a candle will burn. It could be 40 below zero, and you just light them and they take off. The carbon felt tends to spread out the alcohol and mix it more with the air, and it, just like a piece of paraffin. Take a block of paraffin, you can hardly light it with a lighter, but once it's wicked up into a cotton candle wick, it lights immediately. It's the same way with a carbon felt. Anyway, long story short, I finally gave up. Took this in the house and put it on a big plate in the house. Put the windscreen around it and the pot stand, put 1 ounce alcohol in it, primed it, lit it, let it blossom, and I timed it. And son of a gun, it went 20 minutes and 3 seconds, which is just about the right amount of time to cook a muffin. Now, here was my thought on it was, okay, it burns almost exactly the right amount of time to cook a muffin, but it burned a whole ounce of alcohol. So that tells me that although it would cook a muffin, I think that's a little bit hot for me. I don't think you need to use that much alcohol. I've measured the alcohol on my wick stove, and I usually use more than 1/2 of an ounce and usually less than 3/4. So I use like 5/8 of an ounce of alcohol to normally cook a muffin. But after 20 minutes, I shut it off and let the muffin set for 10 minutes. And that makes a difference in consumption too. I went to Walmart today. Actually went to Walmart yesterday, and I bought 2 things, actually 3 things. I bought 2 cases of heat. There's a lot of heat out here. That stove with a tank on it, this one, I've burned this pretty much steady for a couple of days, just experimenting with it and waiting for something to go wrong, and so far nothing has. I pulled the wick up, made a little bigger top, made a droop top for it. Made the hole a little bigger, put a little bigger wick in, so it's almost perfect for baking. And this one will cook a full envelope of Just Add Water, Betty Crocker muffin mix on about 5/8 of an ounce. It's pretty frugal, and the heat's really controlled. And unlike the alcohol or the soda can stove, this will work at 40 below zero. It's pretty much foolproof. It'll burn anywhere a candle will burn, because all it actually is an alcohol candle. Been thinking about the people that make Stirling engines. I think one of these, a lot smaller, one of these with carbon felt would be an ideal heat source for a Stirling engine. I'm going to look into that. There might be a market there. I saw some Stirling engines for sale in a catalog that I got in the mail yesterday, and they were using little tiny alcohol burners with what looked like a fiberglass wick, but it might have been cotton. I don't know. Anyway, I also bought, my second purchase at Walmart was a Gerber Bear Grill multi-tool. And I don't know whether you can see it or not. Right there, it's autographed by Bear Grill. It says Bear. It's got a pair of pliers in it, and a serrated knife blade, and a regular knife blade. There's the regular knife blade. Call it a drop point, whatever that means. Got a serrated knife blade. Got a couple of screwdrivers, a pair of tweezers, which I really like, and two small screwdrivers. It has two small screwdrivers. Actually, that's a pair of tweezers. And that's kind of cool. Probably won't carry it, but you know, it wasn't big money. So, that's everything on this video. I'm probably going to take the rest of the day off, although I should build gravity caps. We're pretty near out of them. And that brings up another point. I'm thinking on the gravity cap, if I've got one right here, I'm thinking when I sell the regular cap, not the gravity cap, but the regular nipple cap, I'm thinking of just selling a gravity cap with one nipple removed and a plug screwed in. So if you bought it and decided you want a gravity cap, all you'd have to do is take the plug out and put another micro nipple in with a short piece of tubing, and you'd have a gravity cap. Now I've tested these under pressure, like you would squeeze with a nipple cap, and none of them have leaked. The no rubber seal on it seems to work fine. So I may do that I may change the picture and everything and go to a gravity cap with one plugged and call it a nipple cap. So I'm Tinny from minibulldesign. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day. Try to take a little time out to have just a little bit of fun today. Your day will go a lot better. Bye-bye.